This is it. I'm renouncing my whaling ways when it comes to Marvel Snap. I made a video a few months ago talking about how much money I spent on the game since starting playing in November 2022. In that video, I break down exactly how much I spent on the game on both PC and mobile, and it was just under £1,635, which is around $2,050. It worked out to be around £400 a month, which is absolutely ridiculous and is enough to pay rent in some areas of the UK. I justified it by saying to myself that I really enjoyed the game and I was making content with it, so maybe I can claim it back as a tax expense. Fast forward 2.5 months from that video and I did another calculation and you will never believe how much more I've actually spent on the game. Since then, I have increased my collection level to over 10,000 and I did numerous splurging videos. I've also been buying golden bundles from the official Marvel Snap website, which saves me around 25% from the App Store and Steam prices. Again, I told myself this was for content, and by saving 25%, I basically got every 5th bundle and 8,000 gold increment for free. However, for my last 2 splurging videos, I have felt that spending this much money on Marvel Snap was frankly not worth it due to the way the reward system works in the game. The way I usually do splurging videos is I save up 10,000 credits, which can take anywhere between 1 to 3 weeks depending on how many missions I'm buying with gold. I then buy another 10,000 credits with gold in store, and if there's a bundle that has credits in it, I usually grab that too. It's just so that I can title the video something ridiculous, like I spent 1 billion credits and this is what I got. So in order to do one splurging video, I usually spend between £100 and £200 on golden bundles. That, together with the 10,000 credits I saved up beforehand, usually takes me up to approximately 25,000 credits and lets me open around 50 collector's reserves. Now, don't get me wrong, I love opening collector's reserves. The only reason I got into Hearthstone back in the day was because it was so much fun to open packs. But while in Hearthstone, the only thing you can open from packs are cards, not counting mercenaries of course. Collector's reserves in Marvel Snap are full of, well, crap. You get access to collector's reserves at collection level 1006, and logically you'd think, as a dedicated player, you would get rewarded with better rewards from the boxes. Wrong. Collector's reserves are divided into groups of, and this is something I didn't even know before, even though I spent so much time opening reserves. Collector's reserves are divided into groups of 4. Every 4 reserves you open are guaranteed to have these 4 types: a card reserve, a token reserve, a currency reserve, and a cosmetic reserve. Once you open these 4, you move on to the next group of 4 and you get the same types of reserves again. So it is possible to open the same type of reserves back to back. A card reserve is pretty self-explanatory. It contains a card. The way the odds are calculated are different depending on whether you're Series 3 complete or not. If you're not Series 3 complete, the card reserve will always have a card in it. It has an 89% chance of containing a Series 3 card, a 10% chance of containing a Series 4 card, and a 1% chance of containing a Series 5 card. Once you finish your Series 3 collection, however, your Series 3 card gets replaced with 100 tokens, which is frankly very stingy. You still have a 10% chance of opening a Series 4 card and a 1% chance of opening a Series 5 card. But remember, it is possible only in 1 in 4 reserves. So the actual chances are 2.5% for a Series 4 card and 0.25% for a Series 5 card. Another baffling thing about the card reserves is that while there isn't a pity timer for Series 4 cards, they are given out in a certain way. You can only open 1 Series 4 card from a set of 40 collector's reserves, but it is random where in those 40 reserves you open that card. So technically you can open one after another, or you can go 79 collector's reserves without opening a single Series 4 card. You cannot get lucky and open more than 1 Series 4 card in those set of 40 reserves. There's only 1. And then Series 5 cards do not have a pity timer at all, and I know multiple people who are collection level 15,000 plus and have never opened a single one. So I guess I should consider myself lucky that I opened Snowguard. Next, we have a token reserve, which can contain between 200 and 600 collector's tokens. I have no squabble with this type of reserves, because who doesn't love collector's tokens? But I would have preferred the old way of them containing 400 tokens always instead of having variants. Then we have the currency reserve, which has a 40% chance of containing 200 gold, 40% chance of containing 300 credits, and 20% chance of containing 400 credits. Again, I really don't mind this kind of reserves. Gold is a premium currency you can usually only buy with real money or from the season pass reward track. Credits are always welcome, so we can upgrade our cards and get those sweet inked and gold splits. And finally, we have the cosmetic reserve, which is probably the only one I have real issue with. According to Marvel Snap Zone, the cosmetic bundle has a 40% chance of containing a variant, which is 99% going to be a pixel variant, 30% chance of containing an avatar, and 30% chance of containing a title. Now, from my vast experience of opening reserves, I can tell you that those percentages do not feel right. In one of my recent splurging videos, I opened 47 collector's reserves, amongst which 11 were the cosmetic reserves. Out of those 11 reserves, I opened 1 variant, 2 titles, and 8 avatars. The probability of me opening 8 avatars from 11 reserves, if we believe the 30% rate, is 3.7%. I do admit that this was a very small sample and I probably just got very unlucky. But the fact that these reserves can contain avatars and not unique avatars. Avatars are basically just base cards slapped into a frame, and titles, it just feels bad. It's pretty disappointing opening an avatar or title, and frankly, I'd rather open 10 pixel variants than 1 avatar or title. Which brings me back to why I decided to cut down on my spending on Marvel Snap. Now that I'm Series 3 and 4 complete with only 2 Series 5 cards missing, Stegron and Living Tribunal, there is very little incentive for me to keep wailing when the reward system can be so unsatisfying. Going back to the video where I opened 47 reserves after spending around 20,000 credits, I also got 1,700 credits, 600 gold, and 4,200 collector's tokens. 4,200 collector's tokens is not even enough to buy 1 Series 5 card. So for me, after doing the maths and seeing what I actually got from it, the value is just not there. So I know you've been waiting to hear the numbers, and I can tell you that since I did my how much I spent on Marvel Snap video in March, I have spent another 1,118 pounds, which is exactly 1,400 USD. Out of those, 249 pounds were on mobile and the rest from the official Marvel Snap website. It does include some season pass giveaways and 1 collector's bundle giveaway I did for the community, but still, it is a bonkers amount of money to spend on one singular game in 2.5 months. Going forward, I'll still do collector's reserves opening streams and videos, but they will be a lot less common. I'm going on a spending detox. I'll still buy bundles when they're really good value, but I will no longer buy credits with gold, and I probably won't refresh my missions with gold either. I will also be a lot pickier with the variants I buy. I only really buy the variants that are 1,200 gold because you can actually open the 700 gold ones from collector's reserves and mystery variants and season caches. And 1,200 gold is around 15 pounds. And at 15 pounds a pop, the variants have to be really good. And also for the cards that I actually use. And of course, I will always buy the season passes because they're just amazing value when it comes to rewards. I think I'll still be able to enjoy the game. I have 28,000 tokens saved up, so hopefully they'll last me a while. I'm pretty happy not buying every single card that comes out. I don't think I'm missing out on a lot of fun by not having Living Tribunal or Stegron. Of course, as a content creator, not having every single card does hurt me a lot since I can't put out a weekly new card video, but I hope you guys will understand. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on the matter. I know there were a lot of people who really enjoyed the splurging content, but I don't think I can keep making those videos without going bankrupt. Like I said, I'll still do them once in a while, but just not as often. You know, have to pay the bills and feed the pets. So, as always, don't forget to interact the video in any way by liking, commenting, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye!